National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you and I have got a lot of games together. It always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. It takes this nearly 25, just a little pass there, call it to 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Pass clock, right side, Fannin.
Complete to Harold Fannin.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion.
It's a gain of 8.
And it'll be second
and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Wide open receiver, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Sanders to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it.
A gain of 14.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He is not at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 22-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing, Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll slide down toward the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and then you get the new set of downs.
That's another.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that over.
And effective run here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
He was brought down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
6-yard pickup. brings up
That's a strong
second and
pickup right
4.
there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. Well, the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kicker
Now the
on
try here for the
point
extra
after.
point.
It's up and
The
through
kick
to make it
is
7-0
good.
Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
So the drive
Jaguars
goes 75
nothing.
yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll run. This is Basher Tootin. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Basher Tootin, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
how about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So this team's matched touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Jaguars 7.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and they will try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Washington.
Lawrence
will be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Washington.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Evades the tackle and now some space. And he is going to have a chance first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Down at the
85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leading on the running game. Back to the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he's taken down. This will be a sack by Jared Burks.
Multiple players
of 2
combined for their
yards.
team's first
It's
sack of the
4th
game.
down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Logan
On
Cook
4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And a short pickup to about the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
He did have the touchdown
It's a
run
gain of
earlier, but
5.
not a heck of a lot
Brings
more
up
than that
2nd
throughout this
and
game.
5.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Sanders setting up a screen for Judkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 15. And a Browns first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down is Judkins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ventrell Miller on
So if
the
you've been
stop.
playing defense in this one,
A
there's a little
3-yard
bit of the
pickup.
good and
Brings
some
up
bad
2nd
because
and
they did give up the
7
touchdown
at
run
the
to him earlier. They should
43-yard
have down
line.
otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Sanders. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first
And the
down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ventrell Miller into the rush. He gets the credit there for the
A
sack.
10-yard loss on the
The
play.
lessons will continue
It's
for this
2nd
rookie.
down.
He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
To throw is Sanders. And this throw incomplete.
Sanders
Figure out over in that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Jaguars, 1st down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13-yard
gain yet again, just like last play.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Big old play action with Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
Now he'll go down before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27
more yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to do it quick.
And he's able to break on one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Lawrence now on the bootleg.
They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
To number 87.
Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd down and 6. Lawrence. We'll get this out to Tootin. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
5 yards.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
At the 12-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll take this and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
That's a gain of 7.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to get down to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're up to 14.
That ties the game.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Cam Little to kick off
This
for
one
the
tied at
Jaguars.
14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Shadur. And the Jags get to this. Down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
2 yards.
Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now Sanders. Under pressure. Joshua Hines out and working his way in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, he's got him at wide open, complete to Jacoby. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
The focus after that one isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Give them another shot here on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
The ball carrier.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Sanders. And an incomplete pass. Now stop the clock here with just under a minute to play and half number 1.
3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Browns.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Wide open receiver complete.
It's a game
Browns will quickly use their
yards.
third and final
That's
timeout.
another Browns.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 31-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Sanders. And this is inside the 5. Well, it's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's
Give him
another
30
Browns
yards there.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard
Out come the
line.
Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Gives him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Hands it on the front of the gun. A few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Lawrence's pass thrown to the
So many times
sideline
we look
and
at the opening drive
incomplete.
of the third quarter as a tone
It's
setter,
now fourth
and many
down.
coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick
Logan
punting
Cook
situation.
on to punt for
Here's
the
Logan
Jaguars.
Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Browns take
Here's
over
the Browns
first and
now.
10
They get set for their
at their
first
own
possession
20-yard
of the
line.
third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by the
2 yards
defensive
on the
front on
pickup.
reps like
It's
those. They
second
were not
and
being
8.
moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 22, here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Shador. Jaguar pressure, and Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Third down and 13. Sanders to throw. Over the middle, that's defended his tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down
It's a gain
conversion.
of 14 yards. And the Browns first down.
And that's well executed
First
there
and
on
10
third
at the
down. I love the
31-yard
confidence
line.
that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And inside run, Jenkins. And stretching early got the yard up to the 42.
He's tackled at the
I don't
32-yard
think it's any
line.
secret that any
1
running
yard
back wants to be able to see a
Brings
hole
up
open
second
so he
and
can
9.
gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 9. Throwing, Sanders. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland
It's a
first
gain
down,
of 11.
11-yard pickup.
That's good
They
for
certainly
a
had success
Browns
throughout this contest,
first
getting him
down.
the ball in the passing game, and there he
First
picks
and
up
10
another
at the
first down.
43-yard line.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
Quentin Jenkins
Back at the 41.
He was brought down by Travis
2 yards
Hunter.
the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
An interesting
Brings up
and
second
intriguing
and
decision there
12
defensively, because they
at the
kept extra
41-yard
DBs on
line.
the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's
Makes
third
it
down.
third down and 12
That's
yards
some
to
good
go.
closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
Sanders pass.
Had to pass there.
Intended
Third
for
line
a
on the
wideout.
other side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the
Corey
odds go down
Bojorquez in
significantly
punt
trying to
formation
pick
for
up
the
the first down,
Browns.
even throwing the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Myers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard
game, and the big guys up front, very huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's how 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that?
42-yard
One way through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play starting new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Off to Thomas on the left side.
And he's going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jaguars first down.
We're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Lawrence.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Jr. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lawrence going to fire it up the line.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have it first before he's brought down on the chalk and a 20.
A gain of 3 yards.
3rd down gain of 3
That's
yards,
good
and that'll
for
be enough.
Jaguars. First down. First and 10
Someone's
at the
been having a
20-yard
good game
line.
so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
Hey, watch him right
They
here.
decided to
Go,
turn him
go,
loose
go.
again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Quick throw outside. That's complete.
Lawrence's pass.
So just 3 yards on the
Jacoby
completion there.
Myers.
And it'll be
It's a
second
pickup
down.
of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go. Woo!
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Myers in motion right. Lawrence. Open man is Myers.
And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football,
First
where
down.
receivers weren't running the
First and
traditional
goal at the
NFL route tree,
7-yard line.
one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll try to go for it, first and goal. And a little bit of space here takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
The tackle made at the
It'll be a
3-yard
pickup
line.
of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd
That's good
and
power
goal.
football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Lawrence. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Carson Schlesinger
Sets up
Gets
third
him for a
down
loss
and
of
goal.
5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
Extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jaguars
What a
21.
drive that was.
Browns
16
14.
plays all told. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Spinning past him.
The Browns take over first
The
and
Browns
10.
offense and their
At their
quarterback
own
headed out for this
25-yard
next
line.
possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard
I don't know if it's
pickup.
exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Sanders.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
Intended for
Rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Sanders.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And out.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot with just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
37-yard
And
line.
they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he'll be cleared across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain
Excellent way
of
to start the
18.
drive there. 18
And
yards.
the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Jaguars, 1st
Well,
down.
there you go. Save your best
First and
scramble of
10
the day
at the
for a big-time
27-yard
situation in
line.
the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Brought down back
Play
at the
3 of the drive
31-yard
not
line.
as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Incomplete.
This
on
one
the
incomplete
throwaway.
and over everybody.
He
Looked
was
like a
covered
clear
by Tyson
throwaway,
Campbell.
but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
A gain of 15
Able to
yards.
convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Jaguars, 1st down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big
16-yard
play there
line.
on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
Lawrence's
That'll give him 8 that time.
to Brenton
And they'll be left with
Strange.
second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
It certainly feels like there
Brings
are more
up second
stars at the
and
tight end
2
position than there
at
were
the
even 10
8-yard
years
line.
ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7-yard gain.
145
That's
yards
good
rushing
for
for
the
him now as this
Jaguars.
sensational
First
afternoon
down.
continues.
How
First
about
and
this
goal at
offensive
the
line? They're
1-yard
really
line.
starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled
at the
all
line of
over the
scrimmage.
field and getting
No
pushed
gain on
down
the
it.
play.
This is
Leads
where
to
coaches
second
have to
and
have spent a
goal
lot of time
at
going
the
over
2-yard
situations with their
line.
players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
And the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Ventrell Miller.
Nice
on
run
the stop.
defense presented there, and what
A
I mean
gain of
by
a
that
yard.
is discipline.
Brings up
Guys
second
filling the
and
right
9
gaps in the right
at the
holes,
10-yard
no
line.
one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Sanders.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete.
It'll be 3rd down.
It's not 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the
Yards
short,
to
more
go.
reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep
Sanders
ball.
pass. Intended for
I think we
Harold
were both
Fanning.
wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield,
That is
facing a
3
one-possession
plays and
deficit
out.
late, and they
It's
certainly
4th
didn't
down.
disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Corey
The Browns send out
Borges
the
in
punter
punt
now.
formation for the
As
Browns.
he's on for the 5th time here today. Yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
At their own
And out
43-yard
come the
line.
offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line.
A
Now
gain
the
of
Browns will use the
17
first of
yards.
their 3
And
timeouts.
the Jaguars.
And as the two
first
teams
down.
talking over on their respective
1st and
sidelines,
10 at
we
the
take a break.
40-yard line.
On 1st down, they drop to throw.
Short throw there to Strange.
And the Browns signal for the 2nd of their
A gain
timeouts.
of 10 yards.
And as the two teams
That's
talking over on
another
their respective
Jaguars
sidelines,
first
we take a
down.
break.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll get this out to Tootin.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 3. Now the former Syracuse man, Quinn Allen. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively.
He's brought down.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Up third
Every yard
and
they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
The Jaguars first down. It would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Tootin, the ball carrier. He was
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 39-yard
This to perhaps
attempt.
salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Cam Little to kick
The
off
kickoff
for the
team on the
Jaguars.
field now as they will send this one away. Oh, twisting away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10.
So now the Browns
26-yard line.
down 24-14. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
to throw now. Here's Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
It's a gain of 42 yards. And the Browns.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.